I will leave my heart at the door. I won't say a word. They've all been said before, you know, so why don't we?
I'm not sure where to start. Last night I cried myself to sleep. I really don't want to do anything today. It's hard. I'm thinking about how everything went, what I could have done better, and we did everything together, and now we have to do it by ourselves.
All I ask is if this is my last night with you, hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory I can use. Take me by the hand while we do what lovers do. It matters how this ends. 'Cause what if I never love again?
I'm hoping that it gets easier with time, but today's April 22, 2026. I went to go watch a movie today. I thought I was fine. They had live music when I was walking out the movie theater. It was really nice. They played a really good song, and I sat on the other side of the little place that they were playing their music, and I cried a little. I cried a lot. I thought I was fine. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to process any of this. I try to take it one day at a time, and one day I think it's all over. I think I'm all good, and it just comes right back up again. I can't do anything. We did everything together. So when I do anything, all I do is think about her. Tomorrow is my birthday. I told myself I wouldn't cry. I told myself it's just my birthday. The movie I watched today was really sad. I don't know why I decided to go watch a romance movie. It's not like each day gets harder, but it's just that each day you think you get better, and then you start feeling things, and it's like you're just back to square one. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel. Yesterday, someone at work asked me how my girlfriend's doing. Thankfully, it was towards the end of my shift, but then I was struggling to keep it together after that. 1 second, you think you're good, you think you're getting it, but the next, it's like, damn, I'm hurting right now, and that's okay. You know, it's perfectly okay. Everything reminds me of her. Everything. There's close to nothing that I can do that doesn't draw me back to her. I've been walking a lot, and the walks help. They don't 100% clear my mind or take my mind off things or distract me. They do a good job, but at the very least, I'm talking it through and processing it all, which helps, I think, in the short term at least. In the long term, I don't know, but I don't know what to do. I just want to go home and just do nothing. I'm exhausted. I can't play any sad songs. Yeah.
To love myself. Sometimes
I had a pretty rough day. I was trying to clean up my room, trying to do something, and I didn't want to do anything. So I came out to take a walk, but it's kind of raining a lot. I'm probably still gonna walk anyway. Today was awful. I feel like the past 2 days have been the worst. They've been harder than the past few weeks before that. So I don't know where this all came from, but I'm not doing too good right now. I went to church today, which was good. I was having trouble focusing. At some points, I just started thinking about the breakup, and I'd spend the next 5 minutes fighting back tears. Today is terrible.
who said believe in love. We get closer, but not close enough. Why'd you have to leave? Why'd you have to go?
I feel awful. My room's been a mess for the longest. Yeah, just everything on the floor. I don't know how to maneuver through any of this, but I already cried all the tears I had. I'm struggling. I don't get it. I thought I hit some kind of turning point. Things were gonna get better, but they just got worse. I don't understand any of this. I just want to feel better.
Love is not our enemy. I wrote a letter to myself, and it was full of promises. One for you and one for me. Love is not our enemy.
Hard to breathe in the shower washes my tears away. Oh baby, 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 I'm in love, can't you see?
This tree is doing its thing. Mr. Tree, you look so beautiful today. Wow. Anyways, man, I had a good day at work today. The job interview was earlier this week, and I didn't expect to hear anything back over the weekend. I didn't expect the recruiter to be sending out offer letters or whatever over the weekend. So I was like, man, this is gonna have to be held off till next week. I don't know how long this is gonna take. But I walk into work and my manager, the first thing she like says to me is like, hey, Ian, congratulations. I'm like, congratulations for what? And as soon as I say that, I'm like, no. In my mind, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And I'm just like, let me not jump to conclusions because she could be saying congratulations or anything. And she says, oh, I got an email that says you got the job. I'm like, what? The job was like within the company that I work for. Someone let her know. I didn't get the memo. So, man, I was geeked the rest of the day after hearing that. And I was glad. I was happy that I was happy because I was concerned that I wouldn't be. With everything going on and how I've been feeling, I haven't heard anything official yet from nobody. I mean, except my manager, but I haven't like gotten anything to me, direct to me. So like, there's a part of me that doesn't want to like get too up, even though like my manager just confirmed it. Like, did she misread the email? I don't know. I don't know, bro. But I'm in fantastic spirits. I feel great. 1,672 applicants applied for that role. Only one person's getting that role. According to my manager, that's me? Oh, no. Little old me? No. 24 years on this life. 24 years on this planet. Incredible. Incredible 24 years. My faith only grows with each passing minute, each passing day. Like, it just becomes easier to love Jesus. It becomes easier to love the Most High. Every day, I find just a reason to love Him more and more. I keep forgetting to pull out my phone and record every day. I think that's a good thing. I've just been keeping pretty busy. I've been at work, and when I'm not at work, just doing stuff, projects, everything. I've been in a really weird phase. I've had these really negative feelings. I don't know, it's like a lot of internal conflict with myself. It's just like one of those moments where it doesn't feel like it's over. I don't want to trust that, like, it gets better from here on out. I think one day the emotions are just going to hit me again and it'll just be a rough time. So I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for whatever comes. Anyways, right now I am on my way to the finest establishment on earth, the happiest place in the universe. That's right, I'm headed to Chipotle. Ladies and gentlemen, they have opened up a Chipotle within walking distance of my habitat. Not good news for my wallet, great news for my stomach, but yeah.
Balloons are deflating. Guess they look lifeless like me. We miss you on your side of the bed. Still got your things here. They stare at me like souvenir. Don't wanna let you out my head. Just like the day that
Haven't been given many updates throughout this week, but I officially got the job, so it's great. But I've been kind of in a slump, I guess, emotionally. It's been hard for me to like really appreciate it. I am very grateful. I guess I'm really stuck in the past right now, but I've gotten better at coping with it and just kind of like not allowing it to really like ruin my whole day like it had before. Still here, still feeling everything, so yeah, miss her a lot. I was reading a few poems that I wrote her. Damn. Last night I had like some crazy nightmares. Like, it was not fun at all. Feeling down again this morning. About a month in, things are starting to feel very permanent. It's kind of like settling in within me that I probably won't ever see or speak with her again. And that is a hard pill to swallow. I become so engulfed in like my thoughts, and I don't know, I just go on these tangents for so long, just feeling all the emotions. And I was going through our last text messages last night, and I was just feeling everything. Yeah. I'm gonna pray, probably meditate some. So
'Cause I remember every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. Do you ever think of me? Oh, me. 'Cause I think of you, think of you. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive.
every single love bug in the state of Florida is here with me right now. Thanks for rubbing it in. I'm not really like vulnerable enough to kind of go into detail about my thoughts. They haven't been good ones. You know, people tell you like when you're going through something like this, you want to hang out with your friends and go do hobbies and just like try things you never tried before and all that, and that's good. For me, it's kind of like been like I go do those things and in the moment I enjoy it, but then afterwards there's just like that emptiness. It's like, okay, now back to reality. Yeah, I've been crying a lot, multiple times today, probably like every day for the past week, and it'll just come out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, it'd just be like those moments of like silence, those moments of like just nothing going on, or like in between moments, just like when I'm not really focused on anything, either start crying out of nowhere or like have a thought and you know, it feels good to get that cry out. But you know, it's kind of just like a reminder that you're not okay. And you know, you can't like distract yourself forever. At some point, like basketball ends. At some point, like the TV show I'm watching ends. At some point, it's time to get ready to go to bed. At some point, it's time to clock out of work. And that's where it's like, it's really, really, really gets heavy. That was a point in time where I took everything for granted. When you're in a relationship, like so much time goes to your partner. You don't spend as much time doing things that you did before, you know? So I used to like playing video games a lot. I used to like watching movies and TV and watching basketball and just taking time for myself. And now it's like, I don't want to do any of those things anymore. I'm realizing now what like really gives me fulfillment. I don't care to come home and from work and unwind and watch a movie or play a video game or play basketball, do whatever. Like, I took someone who I loved very dearly for granted. Never again.
They say there is a war between the man and the woman.
At some point, every distraction kind of just comes to an end. You go back to emptiness, and I don't know what to do. I just sit in it I just try to get through the day. Because before I used to just go to sleep whenever I'm in a bad mood or anxious about something, and I'd get up and I'd feel much better. But I wake up in the morning and it's a nightmare. It doesn't stop. It's so exhausting. I'm very grateful for everything that's happening in life. I hope God understands. It's just heavy. It's so lonely. It's just the contrast between what life looked like before, where you have someone who loves you, someone who you love, and you give that love every day. And now that love has nowhere to go.
I feel like I exist for love, like I exist for love, only for love.
I was fighting every urge to reach out to her. I was doing some research on some books that really help with your mental health, and just need to clear my head out a little bit and make sure that I'm operating from a sound mind, not from grief, not from pain. I want to make every decision from a good state of mind. I don't want to let my thoughts affect my emotions and my feelings. I want to kind of take control of that. I am so mentally flawed, and I need help. I definitely need help. I can't go a day without breaking down. Yeah, but right now I'm just really messed up. Today is the first day in a while where I didn't cry. I'm still very emotional. That doesn't really go away, and that's okay. I've been reading a bunch of books and audiobooks as well. I realized that before it was kind of like, how do I feel better? How do I figure out how to feel better? And now it's just like, how do I be better? I woke up this morning with anxiety, and it's always like the uncertainty of what the future holds. I definitely, towards the end of things, I definitely gave off like an impression that I didn't care, I didn't love. And it's completely reasonable for her to feel that way, but I hate that that's the impression that was left off.
I imagine you would laugh the way you do when you think I'm insane. You were always one to doubt yourself, and all the ways that things could go, you never thought that they'd work out. So if you need me to remind you now of what we both already know, but you seem to have forgotten. Life goes easier when you understand you've got to give it time, and time goes easier when you finally start enjoying the ride, and the ride goes easier
I don't think it gets better. It's so hard trying to convince yourself that you deserve to be happy. That sounds so depressing. Today was a sad day. It's like one of those days you just listen to Ed Sheeran. You got an Ed Sheeran song stuck in your head. She didn't really like Ed Sheeran. I won't be able to get her off my mind for a while. I loved her yesterday. I love her today. And I'm gonna love her tomorrow.
My lungs are black, my heart is pure. My hands are scarred from nights before. And my hair is thin and falling out of all the wrong places. I am a little insecure. My eyes are crossed, but they're still blue. I bite my nails and tell the truth. I go from thin to overweight. Day to day it fluctuates. My skin is ink but faded too. But she loves me, she loves me. Why the hell she love me? And she could have anyone else. Oh, you love me, you love me. Why the hell do you love me? 'Cause I don't even love myself. Baby, the best part of me is you. And lately, everything's making sense too. Oh baby, I'm so in love with you.
We're here at Picnic Island Park. I think that's what it's called. This is where we had our first date. We sat like right over there. While we were sitting out there, like some dolphins swam up to, I'm talking like all the way up to shore. They were so close. And from that moment, it felt so divine. I'm talking like two dolphins, like perfectly next to each other, just playing right in front of us. And it was just me and her out there on the beach. We're the only ones seeing this. And I remember like holding up my phone, recording it. And she was like right kind of in front of me, and I was like looking at my phone, looking at her, looking at my phone, looking at her. And that was a good moment. I read this book. It's called The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. I'm not gonna go too deep into the book and break it down, but I'll kind of tell you just kind of like what I learned. I learned I had a really below average self-esteem. I realized that I really can't love someone if I don't love myself. And a part of lacking self-esteem is lacking self-love, lacking that respect for yourself and lacking that ability to tell yourself that you deserve happiness. Early on during this time, I was kind of confused and trying to figure out what this all means and trying to kind of move on in the best way possible. After taking everything away, I'm talking, let me remove myself from feelings of grief as best as I can, feelings of loss, feelings of hurt, and try to see, am I feeling this way because I'm lost, because I'm in pain, or am I feeling this way because I love her? And I was able to isolate kind of each negative emotion separately and dissect that, and I was able to grow a lot closer to God and kind of understand myself a lot better. And I realized that I was not able to love her the way that I should have because I couldn't love myself.
I now understand that love is enough. Love is everything. The reason that I love God is because he loves me. The reason God is so merciful, the reason God has done everything that he has done for me in my life is because he loves me. He is love. The love that she showed me, the forgiveness, the grace, the patience, the kindness, everything. Man, that was true, true love. And I had such a poor understanding of love, such a poor understanding of loving myself, such a poor understanding of God's love, that I was not able to reciprocate that in the way that I should have. The point of this video when I started off was to kind of document my time after a breakup. And many people have done this video before as well. And oftentimes people watch these videos to kind of figure out, oh, how long is it gonna take for me to get over this? You know, more than likely you click on these videos because you want to figure out like what the stages look like, when are you gonna be better again? And there's just no way to answer that. It's different for everybody. Everybody's mindset, everybody's perspective, everybody's just different. There's no way that you can sit here and measure and say that it's going to take you 6 months to get over this. It's going to take you X amount of months. Love does not care about time. Whether you've been in a relationship for 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades, your grieving period, the process after a breakup will never make sense. We were only officially together for a little over 4 months, but it feels like my life was ripped away. So there's just nothing that you can truly use to calculate how long it'll take for you to feel better. The next period of time for me will be challenging. I'm not better today. I won't be better tomorrow. I don't know when I'll be better. Every day is a struggle. I still get so much anxiety. It's really unhealthy. I kind of mentally prepare for the possibility of never seeing her again, the possibility that she's moved on and wants nothing to do with me, the possibility that she's found someone new, and none of this has concrete foundation. It's all in my head, and I still get overwhelmed by that anxiety. I pray for her every day. I pray that God holds her, that God brings her peace. I would be so happy to know that she's doing good and she's happy and at peace, but it would really sting knowing that I'm not contributing to that. I know at the beginning I kind of like said, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry on camera. I don't care anymore. I just want to let it all out. Life is way too short for me to be Mr. Cool Guy. I'm hurting because I lost a love that was really good for me, and I don't know how to recover. I loved her so much, and there's a chance right now that she's under the impression that I don't love her, and that's completely understandable with the way I handle things. I used to write her poems, and she loved those poems. On our 2-month anniversary, I wrote her this. It's called Two. It takes two to tango. A beautiful dance, almost as beautiful as you eating your mango. It takes two to salsa. I'd watch you spin and dip like the dip to my tortilla chip. It takes two to do a lot of things. 2 pieces to play the violin. 2 takes to get a good look at you. 2 winners to get a lot of wins. Too much time passed since I last saw you. I hate when we're apart. It takes me to breathe air in my lungs, but it takes you to soften my heart. 2 cans of soda, 2 birds of a feather, like toucans. I love to watch you fly. You could run your 2 hands through my 2 strands while our 2 souls tie. 2 months down, forever to go. So yeah, we didn't have the longest relationship. It doesn't matter if it was 1 month, 2 months, or forever. It was still love. Last year I took a trip to Spain with one of my best friends. I had only kind of had these feelings for her for about a month, but it was so passionate, it was so strong. I was walking around stores in Morocco trying to find a necklace that she would like. I was on a 10-hour plane ride, typing up love letters on my phone. During that trip is when I knew I loved her. And she only knew me as a friend. but I still loved her.
Jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. Oh, I'm jealous of the wind. 'Cause I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me.
May your struggle keep you near the cross, and may your troubles show that you need God, and may your battles in the way they should, and may your bad days prove that God is good, and may your whole life prove that God is good. See, may your struggles keep you near the cross, and may your troubles show that.
It's been a journey. I still have a lot to process, a lot to figure out. I'm grateful for the season that I'm in right now. I gave my life to God, and a lot has changed. God took me to a place where it was just me and Him, so that I could truly draw close to Him, and it's changed my life. As much as I could recommend all these books to you, the number one book that has played the biggest part in all of this has been the Bible. As cliche as it sounds, but truly, if it weren't for God, I don't know how I would have made it through this season. I'm now living for Him. A relationship with God does not guarantee that every day is going to be a walk in the park, but it does promise that He will always pick me up. When I was at my lowest, when I was at my limit, when I didn't think that I would be able to proceed, He kept me going. He always gave me just enough. I am loved, and so are you. I didn't think that love was enough, but God has a funny way of really touching your heart. And now I know true love. I know what love is supposed to look like, and I know how that love that's within me is supposed to be shared. It was so hard for me to grasp that anyone could love me this much. I will never take love for granted. It's more than enough.
If you knew me then, you'd believe me now. You turned my whole life upside down. Took the old and made it new. That's what the mercy of God can do. And now I'm alive to tell the story how I overcome. Goodness and mercy and the power of